Hello guys, Gareth here again. This time I'm bringing you another Pcap analysis from trafficanalysis.net. And this one is from a couple of months ago. It's only 2 files, unlike last time, so it's quite a bit shorter, as well as only having 4 questions to answer. So let's have a look at our task. Review the Pcap and alerts to answer the following questions. When did the infection happen? In UTC. So I made this error last time. I gave my answer in GMT and I was an hour off. And yeah, I think it's good practice to always do things in UTC, especially when dealing with logs. IP address, MAC address, and host name. So really that's 3 questions in one. Windows user account name. And based on alerts, what type of malware? So based on alerts. So we're going to have a look at the alerts to find that. So you'll notice this time I'm doing this in a Linux operating system. I'm using Parrot, which is based on Ubuntu. It has a lot of the cybersecurity and forensics programs in it. And I'm doing this because last time when I was extracting things from Wireshark, my antivirus very much did not like that and was blocking things left, right, and center, which was not too good, if we're going to be honest. So let's have a look. Let's start with the alerts. So mail doc requesting payload, suspicious, funny port again, Trojan, don't like seeing that, lots of Trojan alarms. Blacklisted SSL certificate detected. This is a lot of alarms. Do we have a time period? I hate how it cuts off the time here. Let's see, maybe usually it's a text. Ooh, it doesn't like the format. Let's make sure we open that with. Let's open it with Puma. Let's give me the full time. It does. That's useful. This is interesting. So this is all from one, all of these alerts are from one host to one foreign IP with the exception of these final 2. TrickBot. TrickBot's very common malware. I see that a lot. I'm not too sure about some of these things. But yeah, so it looks like mail document is going to likely be the source of entry, and then the malware communicated with. Ooh, this is interesting. Oh, it's not local IP, it's trying to trick me. Communicate with this. Communicate a lot of IPs. Let's actually just start. Before we even go to Wireshark, let's go to VirusTotal and start throwing some of these in. See if people think they are malicious. So this IP first. Missed a 9 there. I did catch that, guys. So a lot of related malicious. This looks like it's disguising itself as Chrome, info.doc, payload. So I'll keep that open. Let's have a look at the next URL. I cut it there. It's probably not ideal. File.exe. Yeah. That doesn't look too good. Done So that one's very close to this one, I imagine. I'll actually skip that one for now. Let's have a look at this 185. Don't want to stick that in the in my browser, though I doubt any malware is going to infect this system. This one looks a bit safer. It's a not nice name in here though. Communicating files. A little bit better. Where did you go? I done that one. This is actually a lot of malicious potential communicating addresses. I'll actually stop there and let's move to the Pcap analysis. Why should I just not want to open that? It's because it needs root credentials, I believe. So if I open it from here and I go File, Open. This is where your Linux mount, shared folders. All right. So we want the IP source. Let's have a look at this. This looks like it's going to very likely be our infected machine based on the alerts, but let us see if the Pcap confirms that. Is it double equals? Yes. It's not there. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. So this doesn't feature in the Pcap at all. 10.20. I'm just going to scroll through, make sure I'm not being lied to. Seems that way. But that is, This does puzzle me. It's got to be somehow the way the network is. Let's actually go back to malware traffic analysis. And there you go. That's the 20.8. Is that what I was looking at? Is that the domain controller? No, 20.101. Huh. Have they given me the wrong Pcap? Because 20 should not feature anything from .19, which is all we seem to have. Let's filter by HTTP. $19.19. I'm curious if they gave me the wrong Pcap. It's only one. Let's double check in here. So there's got to be something. This has been up for several months, so it's clearly correct. Otherwise, someone would have pointed it out. So I need to dig a little bit deeper and test my networking knowledge as to why I can't find the IP address that seems to be the malicious one. So let's work backwards. Let's then go after the suspicious looking. Suspicious looking IP. So that first one, very malicious looking. Wow, filtered down right to 1. Let's have a good look at you. File name, what's a .j12? File top. So Paint opens it. So I assume it's some sort of picture. This is the worst. Let's see if we can find this file and extract it. Export, HTTP objects. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Here it is, the .j12. Let's do that on the desktop. Let's open a terminal here and go. PE30, so this is an executable for MS Windows. It's interesting. If we run it here, nothing will happen. Let us take a MD5 of it and throw that into virus total. Give up on this for a little bit. Oh, this is a malicious file. So we found a malicious file. Banking Trojan from the looks of it. Several label it. It's like everyone has a different name, but a couple of them say Banking Trojan, Crypt Agent, Trojan, Banker, Crypt Agent, Banker. So right now I'm gonna guess this is Banking Trojan, which means I think it's far right to say that this 8.19.101 is the infected machine. So let's take a little bit, let's take a note of that. A lot happened between these two, that IP first though. There's where it downloaded first. Initially it sent a few packets, but these are very small packets. So let's start filling in our questions. We can always change them later. When did the infection happen? So right now this is the earliest time I've got, so I'm gonna have a look at take this time. We don't actually know when the file was run as of yet, and actually, but we will take this time for now. We don't know if it was auto run or not. hate how it doesn't let me copy. I do dislike Wireshark sometimes in the way it copy summary as text and then open it up. Also, my delete most of this. That's the summary you give me? Come on, Wireshark, you could do better. Copy as printable text. Let's keep this in here. That's a malicious, very likely a malicious domain. Did I actually put that domain in VirusTotal? Let's have a look. VirusTotal is just such a darn good, useful tool. And there is our related file. One of these three. Are they all identical? They are. So there's our malicious file. So we've already got a guess for this. Banking Trojan. We can do a bit more research, but for now, let's spell banking right, dear God. When did the infection happen? I'm going to have to type it out because Wireshark is not playing nice. So it happened on 20th August 19. So August. Now this is GMT. So let's see how easily. I've never tried this before. Come on, Google. I'd much rather have Google. So is August during British summertime? Or wait, is GMT the same as UTC? There is no difference between GMT. There we go. I'm making up issues in my head. We can just use this. GMT and UTC are interchangeable. That's something I did know but was not thinking. So I'm just going to change UTC. So once it's in, IP address, MAC address, host name of affected Windows system. IP address 10.8.19.101. MAC address. So we want DHCP. Let's actually open up my notes for how to do that. OneNote's such a nice tool. We'll stay a MAC address from DHCP. So we need to search for bootp. There is none. What else are my options? Hopefully you cannot hear the racket outside. Hopefully it's not my car. Host information from MBNS traffic, NBNS. And we want 10.8.19.101, which seems to be everything. Net bias name, additional records. So artist name, additional records, temp office PC. There we go. Tampa office eek PC. And I'm pretty sure this is included in the name actually, 00. Oh, it's not part of the formatting. And then, what is the name? Did it ask for the MAC address? It did. So I need to find some way to get that. It's not the MAC address. This is only for MAC and IP address. So maybe that is not actually. Let's read this more carefully. Let's have a look at another one. I think this is it. So I think we started to input some incorrect data there. Oops. The name is actually AS. Interesting naming convention I have. And the MAC address is 00. 18, that's that full keyboard. F3, so this wimpy half keyboard that makes typing an absolute pain. So I'm going to try and confirm this once. I'm pretty sure it's right. Alright, now we need Windows user account, which means we need Kerberos traffic, which means this magic search is what we need to find it in Wireshark. Oh, come on, copy paste. I believe in you. Oh, I don't have copy paste enabled between the two devices. It's actually such a long query, I'm going to use my shared folder to help me out here. Save, and then shared folder here. Display. Make sure it's from the right device. It is the 101 device we want and not the .8, I'm pretty sure. One device, and then we need to go to Kerberos request body CNAME. Kerberos request body CNAME, and then here we go. That will be the username. Alright, I need to figure out how to properly copy from. No, I'm just going to figure out how to do this. Copy all visible items. How well does that work? Yeah. It gets me there. Come on. So we think this is a banking Trojan. Let's actually dig for a bit more information because last time we were a bit sparse with the information. So let's go back to our virus total. Let's actually take this malware hash. Just Google it straight up. Malware analyzer, what do you think it is? Image file. Not too. There's got to be some write-up somewhere. It's in Pastebin, IOCs. Go on, someone's got a write-up. Ethereum, so crypto related? Oh, this happens to be the same address as an Ethereum account. Not too surprising. So my searches were pretty sparse, so we're gonna give up on DuckDuckGo and see what Google says. Hybrid analysis can be good sometimes. Contains query CPU information. Has an IP address it communicates to. We know what those are. Suspicious API, hooks. What I could do is take it and run it on a Windows system and observe it. But that is a lot of effort, and I'm not doing instant response here. So I'm actually just going to keep my banking Trojan guess, and let's go have a look at the answers and see how close I got. Oh, that's right, we have to $1931 UTC. Let's actually shrink you down a little bit. I compare you with my answers. Correct. Correct. I changed my answer, and the first one was correct. MAC address is right though. So I guess Azus Tech is the name of the type of. That's probably an Asus product that was infected. So I got it right and then changed my answer. I need to review that mistake. It's like this is clearly the host name, but MAC address is correct. User account, I got that wrong. And then it says this is EarnSif and TrickBot. I called it a banking Trojan. So I'm not sure how it gets to these answers. It probably gets these from it just pulls whatever. Where's my image? Just gonna open it again. I've got way too much open. Here's my image. Because it called it TrickBot and EarthSniff in the event. And it did say from the that I should get the name from this. So I think I just went out getting that answer incorrectly. I'm not sure if this is strictly wrong. But let's see where we went wrong here. So we got the user account wrong. It should be this. Let us try and get the user account again. Best way to get a user account from Kerberos traffic. I think we have that query already. So let's oh wait, that's .8. I just did it for the wrong IP address. What a dumb mistake. What a dumb mistake. There we go. There's the correct answer. God, guys. I'm sure as you watched the video you were screaming at me for that mistake, but at least we didn't make a major mistake. So there we go, there's the correct answer for this. Oh, sorry, for this. Here's the correct answer for this. And they said this is TrickBot. I think TrickBot is a banking Trojan, let's see. It's a very common malware. You see it a lot these days. Something you should be on the lookout for. Banking Trojan. So I'm going to say I got that right. I said it was a banking Trojan. They managed to narrow it down a little bit more by looking at the alerts, but I'm going to say I was correct for that. But I did make a few minor errors during my Pcap analysis. I need to learn to double check and not rush to the end. Sorry, what did I do here? This should be here. This should be here. Come on, you strange program. But yeah, I think we did all right. We correctly, for the most part, identified everything. We got this correct and then changed it due to not thinking logically and blindly following a process, which we clearly did not fully understand. And so there's a time when logic does beat out mindless processes. But yeah, hopefully, I'm a little bit disappointed myself for making some errors there, but I think my Wireshark skills are sharpening, especially if you compare this to my first video. So I'll do another one of these shortly. So remember guys, this isn't really for learning, this is more for my own benefit. I post them just because. This is more for me being accountable to myself and making sure I complete these exercises and actually put some effort into them. So yeah, if you did decide to watch, don't know why, but thank you for watching.